Hello, parents of Boo Boo's babies. Layla here with an important message about the puppies this week. They are heading into their 8th week. They will be 8 weeks old on Monday. And we just determined that pretty much all the neighborhood dogs, all the dogs in this house, including the puppies, all contracted a kennel cough. So, what is kennel cough? Kennel cough is a collection of diseases, infectious diseases that include virus or bacteria, depending. But really, it's just like the common cold for a dog. They do offer vaccinations, but it only covers one virus, and there are many, many side effects to the vaccination, including spreading the disease. So, is there a recently vaccinated animal in our neighborhood that's shedding virus? Maybe. I'm not sure where it came from. We're trying to determine that, but it's kind of like trying to pinpoint which kid at school started the cold that went around. That said, I wanted to put your mind at ease that they are all fine. None of them are struggling whatsoever. There's a couple of them coughing, but most of them just are a little sneezy at this point, and we haven't seen any much symptoms for most of the puppies. Mom is hacking. She's under a lot more stress than the puppies are. And just so you know, all of Boo Boo's natural immunities would be passed on to the puppies and remain with them until at least 12 weeks of age. That's why we never would recommend a vaccination of an animal prior to 12 weeks. And we're going to recommend that you do titer testing on the dog before you do any vaccinations, just so that you're not over vaccinating the dog for something they have an antibody titer for. What does that mean? That means that they have a natural immunity already that was passed on to them, and they don't necessarily need the vaccine. We're not anti-vax, but the only vaccination that's required by law is rabies. And I would prolong getting that until they are a little older. And I'm going to provide some recommendations from a veterinarian that I very much trust, and there's several resources that we have on the website. But just so you know, kennel cough's just like a dog getting a cold. It'll blow over. We're keeping a close eye. I've added some extra vitamin C supplementation, some herbs, and I'm going to get some raw honey today to help if they do have any of the coughing, just to kind of help with that. Outside of that, there's really not much we can do, but I won't be able to be taking them anywhere because I don't want to spread it around outside of our household here. So they're staying here, and it should be all resolved by the time you pick up your dog. And not to worry, it's really not that big of a deal. I've had dogs with kennel cough before, and it sounds just like the hacking. It sounds terrible, but it's heals up on its own. And even if you ask or call any vet, they're just going to tell you to give them cough syrup and keep them contained and away from other dogs where they can spread it around. So just wanted to inform you and let you know what's going on. My goal is to be very transparent and upfront with you, and then also share with you the philosophy of holistic health and give you some resources so you can be educated about why we wouldn't rush them off to a vet for something like this, why we wouldn't vaccinate for this, and what we do to help support the animal's immune system and innate abilities to fight off of infections. And that's what we're doing for all the animals in this household. If you have questions or concerns, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to talk to you individually if you need. And just know that I'm doing my best to keep them all very healthy and robust. Thank you for your patience and understanding, and we'll talk to you soon.